Good morning, YouTube. It is my last full week of school. It is Monday, May 15th. It's also my dad's birthday, so I got to make sure I am calling him at some point today. I do have a few observers coming this morning from the credential program. They're going to come and see me second and third period. And then we are holding a kind of going away party. We have 2 of our staff members in our department leaving for bigger and better things. And so we're kind of giving them a farewell party. I have I have flowers and cake in the back seat of my car because that was my duties to get. And yeah, I'm going to keep this kind of short and sweet. I will catch up with you guys later.
Emotion. I'm just gonna go with that. What is the baptism, a ceremony or occasion at which baptism takes place?
We could just take it in before
I mean, you can fit that in there.
No flowers in it. Loose?
We need to answer the first question. Do you think the punishments fit the crime of the sinners?
Hi, Padre. I'm just sending this video to wish you a happy birthday, and I have a couple other people who want to say happy birthday too.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day.
we all do.
So what are you wanting to say?
Because Sirene agrees with the punishment and I disagree, but she's having trouble.
And I want to write a quote about what the punishment is so I could agree with it.
So Dante writes that the punishment for this sin is blank. Okay, that's how I would say it.
So then we already wrote they are punished by constantly getting blanked, by constantly fighting in the river, so then we take that out and then just put it there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it kind of states it. Like, he faints because it's overwhelming, and he's like, yeah, that's just why he faints. Like, why else would he faint? It's not like a whole big conspiracy. Like, he fainted because, I don't know, the devil.
There's not a lot of conversation to go with that. Why did he faint? Because he was overwhelmed. Boom.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about like why he's pitying them? Like maybe he did something lustful in his previous life?
We have to have textual evidence to back that up, because then we're just making stuff up.
Well, that would be a good conversation. So, Ayana, if you said that, and then Trinity goes, well, what textual evidence proves that? And then that would be that.
You have to find textual evidence, and they don't give us a lot.
Aren't the lustful people like most of them greedy? Like the she-wolf, he's like fearing the she-wolf.
She-wolf's not actually in that circle, though. So that's what you got to consider. She does represent lust, but is she actually even mentioned in that circle?
She mentioned in the beginning.
In the beginning, but oh man, so it is 12:22 p.m. I'm on my way to get some lunch, and this morning was just absolutely insane. I had so many ups and downs. It was like a roller coaster. My first period class was just all over the place today, behaviorally and in their attention span, and it was really hard to kind of get them on track, but we ended up doing a pretty good lesson. I had a student, though, say something just so negative about another teacher that I had to kind of check him in front of the entire class, which I don't normally like doing, but I was so taken aback. I'm not even going to repeat what he said, but it was bad. And he had issues with this teacher over the weekend when we did the voluntary Saturday school, and she's not even his teacher, okay? This is the teacher that shares the classroom with me, so he's not even her student. He's my student, and he said something, just called her a name that I don't like, and I had to just tell him that if you don't watch your mouth, someone is going to watch that mouth for you. I don't ever want to hear you say that about any teacher ever again. sit down. And it was bad because everybody's like, oh, she checked you. And then even somebody in my third period came in and be like, they said, Miss Youngman, I heard you chewed somebody out today. And I'm like, oh man, it got over the school. But I was so upset and just, oh my gosh. So that was kind of a downer. And then I had students from the credential program come and observe my class. And I was expecting like 5 of them, and I had like 12. 12 of them were in my classroom, and it was so interesting. And it's so funny because it was from my cohort leader when I was in the credential program. She brought all of her current students now to come and see me. And it's so nice to see her. And she actually pretended to evaluate me. And she gave me some really good feedback on my lessons, which I am never adverse to feedback. I don't feel like I have it going on all the time. So it was nice to hear that the language that I use is so Valley Girl sometimes. And I was noticing this in my last video when I was conveying a story to you guys. I kept going, and he was like, and then she was like, and then he was like, and then she was like, and I noticed it, and I hate that about myself. So I'm so sorry. And I kept doing that in front of my class today, and I kept calling them you guys, and I always do that. And so I need to come up with more. I need to watch myself. I need to catch myself when that stuff happens. So that was really great, but it was just unexpected. And then I was expecting a really quick debriefing at the end because my cohort leader is normally notorious at quick debriefs, and it wasn't. It took all of 4th period in order to kind of talk about the lessons and different things like that. And they asked me some questions. And then during lunch, we were supposed to be having a staff meeting, which it was really a surprise party for our 2 staff members that are leaving next year. And so I'm so glad that I brought the cake this morning instead of going out to get it during 4th period, because I would have had no time. In fact, I was late. Oh, I have hiccups. Ooh. I was late to the meeting, and it was just insane today. And so finally, I'm getting some lunch. I still have at least a page to write of my final paper, and it's due tonight at 6. And then we have our real department meeting today after school. So today is just insane. So I'm gonna go get some lunch, and hopefully I'll catch up with you guys on my crazy day later. All right, it is 3:15 p.m. and I am heading home so that I can finish my own paper for my master's class tonight by 6. I still have another page to write, so I'm just gonna go home, get it done. Now, an interesting thing that happened today is that same student that I was having trouble with this morning when I heard him oversay something about a teacher, went to that teacher today because he kept getting it from all these other teachers because word spread around about the things that he says and how he runs his mouth. He came back and apologized to the real teacher and shook her hand. And a part of me is like, well, that's nice. And the other part of me is like, that he doesn't mean it. And then I feel like a bad person for saying that I feel like he's being insincere, but he has not shown me an ounce of sincerity in this whole year. So you know what? I don't believe him. We'll see if he can walk the walk that his mouth talks. So today was just a long day. We have 8 days left of school now. I'm gonna go home and get my work done, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Good morning, YouTube. It is Tuesday, May 16th. It is 6:48 a.m. and I'm getting a little bit of an early start. At like 10 o'clock last night, I got an email from my principal, and he was asking about the lesson plans that we had done for our week of welcome. And we put them all on Schoology, but everybody has access that created the lessons so that they could add their own lessons at their leisure. But that also means that they have permissions to like edit and take away and add other stuff. So somehow, some way, one of my lessons and my presentations got deleted and then never put back in. So he asked me if I had them, and I only had access to one, the Google Slides that I did for the presentation, but the lesson plan was still on my desktop at school. So He wanted to send out an email to the staff right then saying, go check out the folders. I said, no, it's not going to be ready until I put this lesson plan in. So I'm going to school a little bit early so I can put those lesson plans back in. We're also trying to convert the other lesson plans, including my own, from a Word template into a Google Docs because everything is easier with Google. So I might try to get that done this morning. My freshmen, thank God, get to watch a movie today and tomorrow. We're going to be watching The Reduced Shakespeare Company. If you haven't heard of it, it's these 3 guys. It's on YouTube. The entire thing's on YouTube. I own the DVD because that's how much I love it. But it's 3 guys doing the complete works of Shakespeare, acting out all of the parts. It's very slapstick comedy and it's very funny. I saw it when I was in college for the first time and I just fell in love, and all my kids seem to enjoy it. It's their little reward for finishing Romeo and Juliet. So I'm going to go ahead and get to school and get that done, and I will catch up with you guys later. Okay guys, it is 11 a.m. and I am on my way downtown for our ELA training planning meeting. I just got an email from one of our technology leaders in the district talking about something about Schoology Champions, and he specifically recommended me and a few other people in our district in order to become these school. I don't even know what it was about. I gotta check more about it later, but that's gonna be something. Oops, you guys almost fell. You almost died. Okay, I need to check that out later on, and I think that's going to be something very, very interesting. Stop! Oh my gosh! Apparently I'm driving too fast. I need to slow it down. So I cannot wait for these meetings to be over. I feel so much better though than yesterday because my paper's finally done. I'm going to go get some lunch, head to that meeting, and hopefully be done at that meeting by like 3:30. So we start at 11:30, we'll go to around 3:30, maybe 4. It depends on how much we can focus and concentrate. We are at that point where we are refining things now. We have all the days planned out. Now we need to go into the minutia of everything. So I'm going to do that. It's not going to be a very fun meeting, but it is a very important meeting. So I will catch up with you guys later on.
And then planning. Okay. All right, and then I can't write down here, but it'd be planning after this, right?
Yes, plus planning. Okay, so thinking if half.
Hey YouTube, it is 6:52 a.m. on Wednesday, May 17th. I am going to school, and today's a pretty chill day for me. My freshmen are watching a movie, and then my sophomores are starting to film their Study Sync TV episode where they model an academic conversation. So really, I'm kind of just chilling today. I do have a meeting today at lunch for my upcoming pre-AP sophomores to give them their summer project, and that'll be about it. So I'm gonna go get to work. We have how many days left of school? 3, 4, 5, 6 days after today. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'll check in with you guys later. So because our school is transferring to a one-to-one school, these interactive readers that we have are kind of obsolete. So apparently we're recycling them, and I have a ton. I have this whole box full, and then I have all of these that are going to get recycled. And to me it seems like such a waste, but I wasn't using them anyway. And it'll be nice to get them out of my room so that I have some more room. And then eventually, God, this looks horrible, ignore that. All of these books will be recycled as well. It's gonna be a brave new world. Here is the final damage. I just kept finding them and finding them, finding them. Crazy. So it is about 12:36 right now. I have finished our meeting for the pre-AP sophomores to come and pick up their summer project. my classroom was packed. I couldn't even film anything because we had like 67 students or more crammed into my little itty bitty classroom. So right now I am eating lunch and I am working on creating my final for my freshmen, and I'm using StudySync, and the program itself is not making sense to me right now, and as somebody who's very techie, it's frustrating me right now. So I'm just gonna actually eat my lunch and take a break from work. I got some, what is this? Some awesome chicken salad from a local Greek place that I love to eat at. I don't even know what that means. And my sophomores had a really great day in filming their commercials, so hopefully they're more focused also tomorrow and we can just get it done. We have 6 days after today. I can't count anymore. We're almost there. That's all that matters. I'll catch up with you guys later. Whew! It was so windy outside right now. I actually had to go back into the school because I forgot I had my teacher bag on my arm and I didn't want to take that home with me. It's kind of heavy and God knows I've forgotten it once, I would forget it again. And then when I was back in the school, dropping it off in my classroom, I noticed that there was a water spill outside my room, so we had to call the custodians so that nobody would slip on it. I'm trying to get out of here before 8th period ends and the rush of parents come. And I'm leaving a bit early today for me, but I did my meeting with the pre-AP kids. I finished my study guide for my freshmen to give tomorrow. I wrote more than half the final, and I have just really nothing else to do, and that's nice. I kind of needed today to kind of rejuvenate, and I'm actually feeling really good. So I actually think I'm going to go home and work on my take-home final for my master's class. It's the last thing I have to do. I was going to do it over the weekend, but if I'm feeling it today, why not? And then just be done. That's another thing off of my plate that I have to worry about, and that'll make me happy. So I'm going to go home, and today was kind of boring, but you know what? We have those days. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow, which is Thursday. Oh my gosh, I thought today was Tuesday for a second. It's not. It is Wednesday, which means tomorrow's Thursday, Friday, and then we only have 4 days left after that. I'm so excited. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday, May 18th, and after today, we have 5 days left. I'm so excited. So today I'm handing out the study guide for my freshmen. I posted a picture of it on Instagram. My new thing now in creating documents is actually using Google Slides instead of using Google Docs, because if I want to put pictures, it is so much easier to fit the text around the pictures. Quick tip for you: if you want to make really nice looking, intricate documents for your students to capture their interest, Google Slides or PowerPoint, technically you could do it on PowerPoint too, is the way to go. But I'm just such a Google fan. I just use Google all the time. And then my sophomores are hopefully finishing filming today and then starting on the editing process. So that's going to be a whole barrel of, I don't know what the heck's going to go on. We're using YouTube if they want, because that's the free video editor. There's not really a lot of free editing programs for students that you don't have to download, that you can take a film that's more than 5 minutes long. WeVideo is a really good one, but its limits only up to 5 minutes unless you as the teacher want to pay a lot, actually, and it's not even really worth it because your students get a combined total of an hour, but that's a combined total, so it doesn't really work. I was on Instagram last night and a teacher posted about a new tool that I haven't heard of called myclassroomscreen.com. Guys, this looks so cool. I highly encourage you to check it out. I checked it out briefly last night, but I think I'm going to be sharing it with my staff today. Instead of a Tech Tuesday, I'm going to post a Tech Thursday, and that's going to be one of the new tools that I share with them. It's really great because you can put instructions, a timer, directions up on the screen for your whole class to see in one go. There's lots of like these little widgets, and it just looks kind of cool, and it's free, so why not use it? So I might show you what that looks like a little bit later on today. I'm gonna go get to school. It's 6:54 a.m. so I'm getting a little bit of an early start, and I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so here's it's not called myclassroomscreen.com. It's called classroomscreen.com. And this is what happens when you go to it. The first time you get to it, it'll give you all of this info, kind of giving a demo video of how to use it and who made it. If you just click on that info button, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Info button again at the bottom, once you're done, you'll be able to get to the classroom screen. So what you would do is you would project this screen to your class as they were walking in. That's how I plan to use it, and as I'm doing transitions. You can pick the language, obviously I chose English, and then you can change the background to any one of their backgrounds. I don't know what this does. Oh, that's a random feature. Okay, so I'm gonna take that off. The only bad thing is that you can't upload your own, which would be really interesting. But it has some really cool ones and some really eye-catching ones. Like I really like this one. That one's really nice. And so what you would do is you would decide what you want to do. And they have all these widgets here at the bottom for you to use. So if you wanted to put the clock up, it would tell you the time and the day of today if you wanted your students to know that. And to simply take it off, you would click on it again. It has a timer. And you can add a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You could take away time, add 30 seconds, and then go. So let's say if I wanted a 5-minute timer, go. I haven't actually heard what it does when it runs out of time. So let's find out. Let's minus 1, 2, 3, and then 30, 30. Oh, that's add. Haha. Or no. Plus 1, minus 30. Minus 30. Let's see what happens. That's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so there's that. What I really like is also this traffic light, and you can set the light to be for red, yellow, or green. I don't know how I'm gonna use this yet. What I was planning is when I want, you can use this as a behavior tool. Like if your kids are on track, you can have it be green, but if they move into the yellow, that's their warning that you need to, that they need to get their act together. And then red, of course, would mean that they lost privileges of something. That's one way to use it. I also really like these work symbols. And so these work symbols, you have a work together, which looks like that. You have, I really like that. That lets them know that they need to be talking to the group. Ask a neighbor, whisper, or silence. And what I would use is when I would let them know, and you can move this around, is that when the red light is on, that means absolute silence. If it's a yellow light, I might put whisper instead, and green can mean that you now can talk, but that's how I would probably use it. You can put text, which I think is really cool, because you can put any instructions here like good morning, please go to our classroom online and complete the do now, or even put a do now prompt up here or a warm-up prompt. I think that'd be really great. And you can have all of these in conjunction, which I think is really awesome. You can put a QR code and put whatever website you want that QR code to be, which is pretty cool. And then again, you can just take this off. You could draw right on the screen or on a little thing right there. Ooh. So you could just do a background on the screen. So if you wanted a quick whiteboard, I think that's pretty cool. We're just gonna exit off of those. And the QR code. They have a calculator, which I would really use, obviously. A random name where you can paste in all of your students' names and then have somebody be chosen. I also would not use that a lot, but I would definitely use the text feature, the work symbols, and the timer with the red light. This would be like my screen in the morning, and I would have my students come in and do that. How cool is that? So again, it is called classroomscreen.com. Check it out. Okay, I'm frustrated right now. It is 7:33 a.m. School hasn't even started yet, and let me tell you where I'm coming from. I have told my kid, like, next week is the last week of school, okay? We're done. I need to have a cutoff date for any late work so that I can grade it and enter in those grades before our finals. And I said many times throughout the last week that yesterday, Wednesday, was the last day to turn in any late work, period. You could turn in your late work that day in class, or you could turn it in online before midnight, okay? Yesterday was the last day. I got an email at 10:40 last night, which I did not answer because I was in bed. I was not asleep. My eyes were closed, my lights were off, and I heard my phone vibrate, and I don't do that. I'm not gonna answer that email. Asking if she could have one more day, okay? I got another email this morning, like literally 10 minutes ago, saying that a kid's not going to be in. Today's the last day to turn in work, right? No, it was yesterday. And then right now I had another kid come in with his late work, and I told him this was due yesterday, and he says, well, I don't have a computer at home. And I said, that's why you should have brought it in class. And I'm mad at myself because I still accept it. This is the thing that I need to be working on. And so I'm kind of saying it to you guys so that I can make it a goal for next year, is to stand firm in my convictions. My heart goes out to these kids, but how am I teaching them responsibility and consequences for their actions when I don't stand firm to what I say? And I'm not mad at the students. They're high schoolers. I'm mad at myself for still accepting it. And a part of me is like, okay, Amber, you want to be a good teacher. You want to give them the grades. You want them to pass your class. But at the same time, I don't want them to keep making that same mistake in their next class. So how do you negate that? And that's what I'm struggling with right now. Is very easily I could solve this by just saying no, I'm not going to accept it. But then I'm still at that stage with my students that I want to be liked. It's my 4th year of teaching. I don't want to have that reputation of being a hard ass. I don't want that reputation of not listening to my kids. But at the same time, I'm doing them a disservice. So I'm very frustrated right now, and I don't know what else to say. So that's where I am right now. So I guess I'm just going to accept it and grade it. I mean, it is for a reduced grade anyway, but I'm mad at myself. Okay, so my kids are out around school filming for their final commercial, so we're gonna go see if we can find some of them. There's the group. I know one was up in the balcony the other day, which they're still up there. And now I'm gonna have a few in the library too.
You guys missed that part!
Just continue it. Oh my god.
Hi guys. Okay, or not. It is 10:50 a.m. I just finished with my third period class and I'm 1000% done with today. I always end up doing a group project for finals and I regret it every time, and I just okay, I don't want to give an essay because quite frankly I don't want to grade it. I could always just give a multiple choice version, but we were reading Dante's Inferno and it's pretty hard, and so I didn't want to be mean. So I thought a video project would be great. What I forget is that these kids just are not self-sufficient at all sometimes, and some groups have been fabulous and great and they've had their stuff together, and then others, we have people missing class, and I'm like, why are you missing class the week before school ends? Like, we still have stuff to do. What are you doing? And we have people flaking out, which always happens. We have people who just don't know what they're doing, and I'm like, you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. And that's like my catchphrase of this entire year is figure it out, because I can't figure it out for you. I can give you some ideas, I can give you some directions, but I can't, if something goes wrong, I can't fix it. You have to. And that's something that I need to emphasize more. I'm just tired of the whiningness. So I'm going to post my Tech Tuesday for today, talking about my online classroom thing that I showed you about earlier in a clip, and then yeah, that's going to be one of my big check marks that I have to do today. I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, it's the end of the day, and I'm going to go home. I'm tired. There are people, students screaming in the hallways and running away, and I'm not going to chase them because it's stupid and it's beneath me, and I'm frustrated and I'm irritated, and I don't know, but today just was not a good day for me. Thank God tomorrow is Friday. I will catch up with you guys then. Good morning, YouTube. Happy Friday. It's Friday. For me today. It is 6:56 a.m. I'm about to head to Starbucks to get something to drink. I am in a slightly better mood throughout this week because it's Friday, which always makes me happy. But it's going to be a long Friday. So my freshmen this morning get to play a review game, and it's always... It could go one way or the other with review games at this time of the year. Either they can handle it, it'll be fun, it'll be nice, and we can actually get some work done, or it'll be insane and I have to shut it down. I hate when that happens because that always makes me feel like a really, really bad guy. But we'll see how that goes. We're going to be doing, instead of a Kahoot, because I really do think Kahoot would be too loud, this morning we're going to do a Quizzes, which is more self-paced, and then we're going to use Quizlets, live version of their game, Quizlet Live, which is amazing if you have not used it yet. They really like it. We've played it before, and so I know that they're really, really receptive to it. Today, my sophomores should be finishing up filming and definitely in the last stages of the editing process for their commercial. If not, they're going to have to work on it over the weekend and make it look good, and I'm not going to be there to help them at all. In fact, my motto for them has been figure it out. I'm not figuring this out for you. This is the assignment. What do you need to do to get it done? And I'm going to stick to that because apparently I didn't stick to my own convictions with the late work. I'm going to stick to my convictions on this. And then I have one of the last ELA training meetings that we have to plan out our summer trainings. So that's going to go until around 3:30-ish today. We're almost done. So that'll be nice. We're starting on, like, again, the fine details, the minutia, the nitty-gritty presentations. How's it going to flow? What do we need to do? What's on our to-do lists? So on and so forth. And as of today, after today is over, we have 4 days left of school. We have finals next week. We have 1 normal day and then 3 days of finals. So I'm excited. I'm going to go get my Starbucks and I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, good morning. It is 10:48. I'm actually going to close my office door now that I'm thinking about it. We have kids walking the hallways because they're returning their books to the library now and it's kind of loud. So I'm feeling in a much better mood right now. My sophomores, I told them I'm not answering any questions this weekend. Once you're done, here in class and you need to go home and finish your videos, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. You got to figure it out. So they took to that, you know, it was okay. We had one group finish, send their video to me. It looks amazing and awesome, and I'm really proud of them. But I will say this, one of the students in that group is actually a YouTuber himself. Hi, buddy, shout out to you. So of course it looks good. So his group's gonna get a great score on it. I can already tell. And so I am actually not on my way to the ELA training meeting right now. I'm gonna wait until after lunch, because during lunch we do have a quick meeting for those who are doing their adjunct duty for graduation, which I always do. I like serving at graduation. I think it's great. So I'm normally at the front gate taking tickets, and then I get to hand out the diplomas at the end, which is awesome. It's very bittersweet this year because this is my 4th year teaching, and so the kids that I had my first year as freshmen are graduating this year, and I've been kind of seeing them all around, and I don't teach seniors, so I see them when I can, and it's gonna be really sad and bittersweet, but I'm so proud of them and I'm so happy. So for the most part, that's gonna be the rest of my day, is going to that meeting and then going to the other meeting until like 3:30. And then I'm going shopping tonight with my roommate. I want to get a couple of quarter-length sleeve blazers. And normally I'm always worried about spending so much money on those, but I will tell you this, teachers, a blazer is one of the best items of clothing that you can have, because you can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can wear it with jeans and heels, and it'll make you look still a little bit professional, and it's just so versatile. So I know that a couple of stores in particular are having, not sales, but they carry blazers, because my roommate just bought one. So we're gonna go look and see what other colors they have, because I have a black blazer that I really like, but I want some more color. So we're gonna go check that out, and I'm willing to buy at least 2 of them, even though they might be expensive, because I would wear them so often. And she had kind of a bad day yesterday, my roommate, so I kind of took her out to dinner and we got drinks last night, because she had interviewed for a job that she really, really wanted and then did not get the position, which, you know, she's upset about, but life moves on. So we kind of had all right, let's just go get some drinks and let's make you feel better, and then tomorrow's a brand new day. So this weekend we're going to be going out and shopping, like I said, and maybe watch the new King Arthur movie. And so I don't know if I'm gonna vlog for the rest of the day. I'll do a little closing out if I do, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish creating the final for my freshmen and then go to my meetings. And we have 4 days. All right, guys, it is 3:20 p.m. and I am done with my last meeting of the day. I'm gonna head home, meet my roommate, and then we're gonna go to the mall to do some shopping to kind of recover from this week. She had a bad day yesterday. I kind of had a bad couple of days this week. And sometimes you just need a little retail therapy. If you stayed till the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate any subscribers as well as any thumbs up. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.